Hey everybody, we're back. It's been crazy long time, but we're back. Bill's Faithful's in the house. I got this guy up here is my son Jameson. I got this guy over here is my brother Tony, and we are the Bills Faithful, and we're back for another amazing year, another season for Bills football. And guys, coming off this amazing win this past week, we have a lot to talk about tonight, you guys. So
Uh-huh.
please be sure to tell your friends about this and share with it if you could. But I am really excited. I want to talk about the Bills and the Ravens game this past weekend. Real quick, as we recap what it was, first game of the season. In my opinion, just to start off, I'll make it quick because I want to hear from these guys, and I know you do too. Probably I don't see a game ever beating that. So to literally have the best game of the season the first week with two possible MVPs going against each other was absolute dynamic. It was crazy. I was so I don't even know if my heart even came down. Even that evening as I went to bed, it was just
Mhm.
nuts. But so much fun to watch it. Loved every second of it. One key point, guys, and I know you got a lot of things to share with it with everybody, but I was just one thing that I was impressed with, and I know there's so much involved, but Keon Coleman, I believe, came through so clutch in this game with diving catches,
Yeah.
separation. There's a little bit of a statistics about him. I was looking at a little bit of social media, how well he did against the Baltimore DBs. The Baltimore DBs might be the best DBs in all of football, and to
Yeah.
get Coleman open, catching those balls. That crazy one in the end zone. I felt like he really changed the game. Went up for that one snag. Almost got the 2 point conversion, but I just
Yeah.
thought he was awesome. So let's hear from you guys. What do you guys think from that game?
You can go first if you want.
Yeah. I mean, uh, you don't want to blow the whole season on one game with how amazing it was, right? But I hope you didn't, use up all our 9 lives in one game. That was insane. I'll be honest with you. When it was 40-25, I'm thinking, I don't know. Let's make it respectable, right? Um, but you know what stuns me, and I know obviously the fumble was huge, and we can talk about that. But
Yeah,
I feel like with the Ravens, the last several times we played them, this game, playoffs, they have the best running duo, right, in the league. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like they go away from that at the end of games. It was mind-boggling to me. I mean, they opened the door for us to come back. Now, could another quarterback do what Josh did? Probably not. You know what I
right.
mean? That lead would have been safe against probably any other team in the
Yeah,
NFL.
yeah,
But Josh just went. I mean, he went beast mode, right? He went beast mode. Um, I thought for me, player of the game outside of Josh, obviously, was Ed Oliver.
yeah.
I mean, he had some awesome plays, and we need that from him so badly because I'll be honest with you, we don't have many game breakers on defense. So he just, I mean, he made it happen. He had that nice sack earlier in the game, had a couple tackles for loss, and then punching that ball out was just insane. I mean, what a fantastic thing. And you kind of felt, I don't know about you guys, but once they popped that ball out, it's like, okay, we can win this game, even
Right.
though there's 3 minutes left at that point or
Yeah.
something insane. I mean, it was nuts. So that was wild. It was hard for me not to think about the end. So the end score is 41-40.
Yeah.
They're down 40-38. It just reminded me so much of that Bills Oilers game, right? And the crowd leaving and us ending with a field goal at the very end. It just, man, was it an awesome game. We can dive into some of the things we're maybe concerned about from the game or whatever, but to
Sure.
win that game, and then if you look at our schedule moving forward, I saw a stat that said we have I think it's easiest, one of the easiest remaining strengths of schedules in the league,
Yeah.
and we're favored in every single game remaining.
Right.
16 games.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what a way to start. And as we know, guys, we want that 1 seed. this puts us at a place where Baltimore not only, they'd have to have a record one better than us because we have a game in hand, right? So that's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a special game. I can't think of another game, maybe besides a couple that are some of my favorites to watch on TV. That was just so special. The beginning, felt like, okay, like a little bit back and forth, and they got away, and I just was tired of seeing these Derrick Henry stiff arms and runs on us. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Here we go again, like when we got smoked by them in the regular season last time, but something was different when we kind of kept hanging around by a couple scores. And yeah, there are some mistakes that we can kind of talk about later on. And I know I've had a lot of talk about the defense coming into this game, and a lot of that kind of shown through where I still have those worries, but it was so nice to see us win, kind of like a game of the year. I feel like the Bills sometimes are on the losing end of those games a lot recently. Agreed. And it was just really, really nice to see that. And just that, like that Jackson Hawes catch, we're just like, that play's not even designed for him. And Allen's just trying to make something happen. Him just staying alert and juggling that ball, coming down with it. Like, yeah, it was just so awesome. Too many times have we seen like our teams, Josh makes a perfect throw and they fall short, and it just doesn't work. It's just wonderful when everyone's just working together and watching all that happen, and Ed Oliver having a big game, getting the crowd into it. It was just a special night. And I was super impressed with our offense. And I have a lot more trust in our receiving core from this game moving forward. And like Tony said, I think the 1 seed, I know it's just one game, and I'm also thinking to myself, if we lose this game, okay, it's one game, and because we have a pretty favorable schedule, I can see us still making a run for it. But just because of beating the Ravens, Chiefs losing that game too, it's just we put ourselves in a really great position. I know we're not going to go 16-0, but I think just having every one of those games matter. When we look at the end of the season, we're like, if we would have just won that really close game, we would have been there. So it's very nice to kind of have that happen for us now. And just what a wonderful way to start the home opener, the last season of the stadium. Just so many special things. And it was incredible to watch with you. And just, it was awesome. But
I was impressed with Palmer.
Yes.
I thought he had a nice game. Obviously, he had that great catch on that little shoulder route at the end. But he had some nice other possessions, too, where you can just tell he's just sure-handed. Seems like a really good possession receiver, but he can get some separation, which, as you guys know, we need desperately, right?
Right.
So that was great. One of the things you mentioned, Jameson, how, we've come down in these games and we've just ended up losing them, right? I think the Ravens game last year was the exception to that too, right? With the Mark Andrews drop. But did you guys see any of the stuff with Joey Bosa after the game and how
I did?
He was just like in awe that they won, and like, thank God I'm on this side of that for once.
He's like, where am I?
I loved that. I thought that was so cool.
And the Matt Prater story too is so funny.
Yeah, the Matt Prater it was just, it's like we fit 8 games of storylines into one game. It's like, oh my goodness.
Literally, we could take this entire podcast and talk about that weekend.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And for me, it's like, let's now go under the radar for a while, right? Let's win the games we're supposed to win. Let's be boring. Who cares? Yeah. Just stack the wins. Keep stacking them like Kansas City did last year.
That's right.
Where they lost one game to us, right? They just kept stacking it. So let's just
show up in the postseason and the games that matter, but let's try to coast through these, 1 o'clock, or at least that's what I want. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, before we go on our next topic, the one last thing I want to just share, and I want to share this to our listeners too and viewers. To all you who are watching this and listening to this, I want you to realize you are watching possibly one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game, Josh Allen.
Yeah.
You watch and record and do whatever you got to do to watch this guy. He is unbelievable. And when I saw him warming up, and I'm like, oh my goodness, when that punt happened, he's out there. He just literally puts the team on his back, you guys. And it is just like, you don't realize, Bills fans, you don't realize how incredible that is to be able just to watch this guy. Literally, it's an amazing thing. And I'm just so blessed to be able to have this opportunity to watch it with you, Jameson, and you, Tone, to be able to do this. This is, I don't think we're ever going to have a quarterback this good. He is unbelievable. If he had like, I mean, I really hope he gets a few Super Bowls under his belt.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he might go down as one of the greatest in my opinion.
Yeah.
I know Tom Brady's up there, but he
Yep.
he is unbelievable what he's doing in this game.
You're
So
right.
I just yeah, enjoy the moment. I know you're discouraged. You're discouraged. People are discouraged about the offense rolling. Why are you running the ball? Let Josh take over. I'm like, yeah, okay. We all know that. We know it. And but I mean, man, it's hard to get frustrated watching this
Yeah.
guy. He's just incredible.
I know.
You can
Well,
see the experience see through too. Do you remember that play with like Cook when he had that 51-yard kind of screen quick pass? If you watch everything before that play, his cadences, he's recognizing what the defense is doing. He's telling them, shouting which numbers are going to blitz. He knows it's going to be blitz. So he tells Cook, he changes the play to put Cook on that side because he knows where the blitz is coming from Shakir moving, telling him to move. He's just acting like a field general out there. He's grown so much where he's still got that talent. He's still on the technique is getting better, but now he's got the knowledge of the game. It would be one of sports' greatest what ifs if he never won a Super Bowl ring or anything, because it is like already he could be top 3 most talented, if not the most talented quarterback.
Yeah.
So it's I totally agree.
If you look at it just from a Bills history perspective, he's passed not only Jim Kelly in touchdowns but Thurman in touchdowns.
Right.
Our best quarterback and running back. I mean, it's like you mash them together.
Exactly.
And he's year 8. I mean, it's insanity. He's just going to rewrite the record books for them.
Right.
And, I think to newer fans,
yes,
younger fans, they didn't go through Todd Collins and they didn't go through Alex Van Pelt was our quarterback.
Jay Lossman.
And JP Lossman and EJ Manuel who's on College Game Day now. He's doing college with Rocket Ishmael. I didn't know he was alive still, and he's doing that. You know what I mean? And he was drafted. He was drafted the same year as Geno Smith, and Geno's still going strong.
Right.
EJ's being a broadcaster. I mean, the quarterbacks we threw out there, it's just insane. I mean, what an oasis in the desert. And you can go back. I know the Mahomes draft. We had a chance to get Mahomes too, and I know that Pagula liked him, and there's some stories about that. But honestly, like, Mahomes is great. He's fantastic. He's such a winner. But man, give me Josh. I don't care. He's my guy, and I just think he's. I mean, do you imagine the Super Bowl? It's hard to imagine them doing it. And
I was hugging Jameson like we were like I won the Super Bowl. Like we won the Super Bowl. Like,
it was week 1, but
I'm like,
we should
dancing around the.
We should add the link to that video in the.
I got it. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's great.
All right, we're moving on. We can talk about those Ravens Bills all day. Let's go to the next segment of our podcast for the Bills faithful. We want to talk about, obviously, we always want to highlight the stat of the day from Jameson. So, James, what do you got for us today? What do our listeners can hear from you as our stat of the day?
All right, I'm going to keep the topic the same with Josh Allen. I feel like a lot of my stats revolve around him, so I apologize. But I saw it today. He won, I don't know if you guys saw, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yes.
Okay. And they keep track. I should look up how long they've been doing that award, but that was his 16th time winning that, which is the most by any player since he came into the NFL in 2018. I'm pretty sure it's the most of any player, and he came in the NFL in 2018. So 16 Offensive Players of the Week. That's, what is that, averaging 2 a year then?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's most players don't get 1. So that's,
wow.
I thought that was worth highlighting.
That's a cool stat
tonight.
Very great step.
Very
good step. Very good step. Gentlemen, we move on to our next segment, which is called Fact or Fiction. I asked these two guys a few statements, and they give me whether you think it's a fact or a fiction. We're going to stick with maybe 2 tonight. So for our viewers, and maybe we'll continue on after our next podcast as you tune in. So, gentlemen, I'll start with you, Tony, first.
Okay.
Fact or fiction? Keon Coleman will lead all Bills in targets and catches this year. Fact or fiction?
Ooh. Targets and catches. Well, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll say fiction for this reason. I think he could have the top targets. I think he could. My worry with him is he'll get a lot of those jump balls.
Yeah.
And sometimes those are just tough to connect with, right? And I also think with catches, I would have to go with Shakir. I just think he's more of a volume receiver anyway as a slot guy. So that's why I would say, so I think half of it, right? So I'd say half fact, half fiction, but I'll say fiction overall.
Very nice.
Yeah.
James.
As he was thinking, I was thinking the exact same thing, actually. I figured just the type of schemes they come up with. I'm going to go fiction as well, just because I can see Coleman, having 4 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown. But I think Shakir can, if they use him a lot. I know the first game wasn't as much, but even last year he was averaging 5 to 6 catches a game, really. So I think he's more consistent, a little bit more of that short, medium route running that he does. I think that's going to be a go-to for Josh, and Keon's not the go-to in that regards. His skill set is somewhere else, so that's where I'll go. I'll go fiction there.
Very nice. So both of you would agree Shakir most catches.
I think so.
I think so, but Kincaid looked nice, so
he did.
If they can feed Kincaid, but that's a big. If Jackson Hawes keeps catching passes, I don't know.
Maybe Jackson Hawes.
You see Kincaid blocking out there? Dude's gonna hurt his neck again. That guy is blocking.
Oh, dude.
No, yeah. Kincaid brought it.
I don't know how much fire he's got.
I was impressed by that.
I liked it. Yeah.
I was impressed by that.
Sure.
Number 2, fact or fiction, going James first. The LA Chargers will be the number one seed in the AFC West at week 10. By week 10. So week 10, the LA Chargers will be the number 1. They'll be the top seed in the AFC West with the Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Broncos. A very tough, difficult division. So glad we're not in it. James, fact or fiction?
I wish I knew their schedules. I know the Chiefs have Eagles next, which would be awesome to see them go 0-2, but I thought maybe it eases up after that.
They have the Lions in there.
Chiefs have Lions in the week 10?
Yes, they do. Yeah. They have a tough
I was worried about the Chargers when they lost their all-pro left tackle. Like, I think for us, if we lost Deion Dawkins, I'm like, oh, that is a big loss. And that's kind of what happened to the Chargers, and they came out and beat the Chiefs. So that did surprise me. I'm going to go fiction just because I don't know how many divisions games they have, but I can also see the Broncos being number 1 at that time. And I think the Raiders, I don't think they will be number 1, but I can see them splitting games with the Chargers or Broncos as well, even the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will beat the Lions. I don't know about the Eagles. And I think they'll come back a little bit better than what they play against the Chargers. So, yeah, but that's tough, though.
It's a tough one. Tom, what do you think?
Hey, let them eat each other alive out there.
That's what I'm
saying.
Let
them beat each other up. I love it.
Yes.
Just chop each other at the knees. Let's see. We can all be 8-8. That's fine with me.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, 17 weeks.
Whatever.
I'm old school. 16 weeks. Sorry.
I know. That's
right. I'm gonna go fact. A couple of reasons. I think, you said week 10. Now I don't know if year end, right? I don't know after 17 games.
No, right? Yeah.
Chargers are out the gate with that first win, so they have one in hand on the Chiefs, right?
Sure.
Broncos haven't won. They lost, right?
No, they did win.
They won.
Did they win? Okay.
They did win.
So they won their game. But I think their coaching's solid. Harbaugh's awesome coach. I think Herbert had a fantastic game.
He looked great.
I think out of their teams, the Chargers look the most complete out of all those teams right now. So I think to start the year, I think they'll start strong. It's going to be a tight race at the end. I think that's probably the toughest division in the NFL because, by the way, there's the Raiders too. They're not bad either, and they have Pete Carroll, right? So they're tough. But yeah, it's interesting to think. Who knows what the top record is going to be coming out of that division? It might be 11. It might be an 11-6 team. That wins that division.
I know.
So I'll pick that. Chargers impressed me. They played really well.
Yeah.
For week 1. They're well coached. I agree with Jameson with the injuries. So if they have more injuries,
I know
it's tough. But they're solid. They're solid.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's our little fact or fiction, everybody. Now we're going to move on to our next segment. This is the key plays or quick key points I want to ask these guys. We're going to kind of mull over our next game, which is upcoming. It'll be in East Rutherford. It'll be the Bills versus the Jets. It'll be a 1 o'clock game, as James had mentioned. Bills have a few 1 o'clocks, I think, coming up here, which is kind of nice. I feel like that's good. But I want to talk to these guys and share some thoughts, gentlemen. What do you think are some quick keys to the Bills get another win versus a Jet team that has a new quarterback and took Pittsburgh pretty close in a nice game as well. That was a really good game to watch too. So I guess I'll start first if you're okay. I'm gonna say some keys a negative portion of the Ravens-Bills game was our defense, and I just feel like our defense needs to come alive a little bit against the Jets. We're dealing with once again another quarterback who scrambles, who keeps the ball. He's quick, so I thought we did an okay job with Lamar. Definitely not with Derrick Henry. So that front four, I feel like I would love to see some nice defensive changes, I guess I would say. I'm with James offensively. I was quite impressed with our offense. We struggled running the ball, but guys, it's the Ravens. Like, Ravens are a good stinking team.
Yeah.
I'm okay with not James Cook not getting 120 yards. It's fine, but I do feel like defensively, I think we definitely need to make some changes that way. And you're probably going to say the same thing, but I don't know if there was anything that you had to add with that, James. I'll go start with you first.
I think I agree with a lot of that. I think honestly, the game plan is pretty similar with the Ravens, with just a kind of a hybrid quarterback, pretty good running back, just different kind of skill set with Breece Hall and Derrick Henry. I think tackling is going to be a huge part of this game. I think they're going to run a lot of screen passes to Breece Hall, try to get him in he's their playmaker from the behind.
Yeah.
Justin Field also holds onto the ball a lot. He's been better about being less kind of mistake prone, but I think if we can have a nice, good 4-man rush and throw in some blitzes there on 3rd and long, that's going to be really helpful. And they just have a lot of speed. Quarterback's fast, Breece Hall's fast, Garrett Wilson's fast. So just stopping them when they get the ball, not letting them have a lot of separation when they catch the ball and get in a run to prevent those downhill runs, those deep routes from Garrett Wilson. I think we'll be okay. So I'd like us to be a little bit better at tackling, not a lot of sloppy misses there, and trying to keep it all in front of us and preventing them, or kind of forcing some mistakes if we can. That's kind of what I think.
That's a good point. Tone, what do you think? Do you agree?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great points. I think the biggest thing, to be honest with you, you go from Sunday Night Football and one of probably the most emotional. I mean, it felt like a playoff game.
Yeah.
To a 1 o'clock game away. Don't have a letdown. You know what I mean? These are kind of the trap games, as people have said. You can't. I remember when the Bulls were fantastic, right? They had that season. They lost 10 games. Probably the best team ever, in my opinion.
Right.
They had so many games that year where they just played with their food. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll come back, whatever. Don't do that. Step on their throat. Take them out. So I think we have to really – I'd like to see a strong, fast start, in my opinion.
Yes.
We need to get off the field with 3rd down, for the love of God. That's been such a thorn in our side this past 2 years, is getting off the 3rd down.
Yeah.
We got to do that. I did. I don't know if you guys saw this too. Some of the all 22 stuff. They actually said the defensive line against the Ravens, they didn't play that bad. It was actually the linebacker play and the back end play that really took us.
Right.
So from what I saw and read, it sounded like we were just kind of slow in that back end, and that's scary, especially with someone like Breece Hall or Justin Fields. So I'd like to see more pressure. I hope this is a game where we start seeing Deion Walker come out a little bit. I loved his preseason, so I'd love to see him get some pressures. I'd love to see us rush more and maybe see if Bosa and Rousseau can get on the stat sheet, right?
Exactly.
2 other things real quick. Run the ball. Let's run it.
Yeah.
Cook had a good game. but we were from behind, so that's tough. I'd love to
Right.
see us run the ball, control the clock a little bit more. But at the other hand, you got to let Josh cook too, right? So like sometimes the only thing I'd say with the offense, I don't love the little screen passes out to the side.
Oh, those
I don't know
screens
why
drive me
we're doing
nuts.
that. I don't
Me
know what
too.
we're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what the defense is giving us, and then the Ravens were backing off later in the game. But gosh dang it, don't throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage.
Right.
I don't think we have that real dynamic player, say like a Tyreek Hill, right?
Yeah.
That can take the ball and just speed out and do that.
Exactly.
We just don't have that. So I don't. That's the only thing about the offense I would critique right now.
I would agree.
So if we could stay away from that, that'd be good.
Yeah. I feel like we're always too like, it's like we go into halftime and I'm like, oh man, our defense is just not. And then there's adjustments, and so I know those adjustments occur throughout the game, and I know that happens. But I agree with you. I just want like, let's come out with some fire. Let's really have a great scheme. And I would love to see some positive things that way. So yeah, awesome job.
And honestly, like the second half was a lot better for our defense, right? Like
it was
that catch by DeAndre Hopkins, you couldn't have had better coverage. Benford was all over.
Yeah.
But that was a freakish catch. I mean, it was a great catch.
Fantastic catch.
The Henry run obviously was tough. They let Zay Flowers past him a little bit, so like those weren't great, but they made plays when they needed to.
And did you see that play where it was third and whatever? I think it was 3rd and 10. I don't know, or 3rd and 7. And Benford's covering DeAndre Hopkins to make it 4th down and 3 to get us the ball back. Benford, if you watch that, Benford is watching that occur, and he's really jumping up on that DeAndre Hopkins and tackles him right away. I thought that was excellent. I mean, Benford's amazing. I think he's a great cornerback. So
what a draft pick. We nailed it with him.
Absolutely.
I mean, if we could get the Elam pick back and get another Benford, holy crap. I mean.
No, I know.
Oh, by the way, did you see Elam just get destroyed?
I texted James on that one. Yeah, that was.
Gosh.
I don't love to, you know what I mean? I want everyone to do well, but it's like.
No, I know.
The Cowboys, I almost felt like they're like, oh, look at this pick we got from the Bills for nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Have fun.
Yeah,
good luck.
Enjoy that one.
Exactly. Yeah.
Guys, we finish up our podcast, our Bills Faithful podcast. Please share with this video to other people, and please let others know about us. We're just here to talk about Bills. We love the Bills. We talk about them throughout the year, especially throughout this fall with how they are and playing on all that stuff. So it's really fun. Last but not least, guys, we haven't done this for a while. I'd like to get your thoughts, and we're gonna run this quick, of our classic AFC power rankings, but reversed. We're going to do the entire AFC. We're going to fly it. We're going to just start at 16 and go to 1. Usually we do the AFC East, but now we're going to try to do the entire AFC, and just I want to pick their brains to see what they say. We're just going to kind of just run through this, and I'm really curious to see what their final 5 are. But let's start off, gentlemen, with our number 16. I guess I'll just go first. Cleveland Browns.
I have Titans.
I'm Titans.
Oh, number 15. Number 15. I have the Miami Dolphins. Gentlemen.
I have Browns.
Oh.
I have Browns.
What's going on here?
Man, why are we sharing a brain over there?
Number 14, I have the Tennessee Titans. Gentlemen, what'd you have? Tone.
Dolphins.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
That's
I thought we were in the same
They
order.
both have the
I
Dolphins.
heard it.
So far, Jameson and Tony are 3 for 3. 16, 15, 14. That's fantastic. Number 13 on our list. Once again, also in the AFC East, I had the Patriots here at number 13. Tone.
Jets.
Colts.
Ooh, whoa.
Oh, okay.
This is getting
Some
good.
different there. I like
This is
it.
good.
Okay.
I like that. I like that. Number 12, I had the Houston Texans. Jane.
I have Jets.
Patriots.
Ooh, nice. 12, we're all different on this one. Number 11 on our list of the AFC reverse power rankings, number 11, I have the Jets. coming in at 11. Obviously, you two have something different.
What do you got, Jim?
Patriots.
I had the Jaguars.
Ooh, nice.
I know I've been burned so much by Trevor Lawrence, dude. Fantasy football. No.
Exactly.
Oh, I know.
Sorry.
Sorry, Trevor. You just can't quite do it. Number 10. I had the Jacksonville Jaguars at number 10, actually. Jane, what'd you have at 10?
I had Jaguars.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we're not far off there. I had Raiders here.
Oh, the Raiders were there. That's actually my number 9. My Raiders are number 9. The Vegas Raiders, number 9. Jane, what's your 9?
Raiders.
Raiders.
Oh, okay. All right. Ganging up on me. I got the Colts here.
You got the Colts at number 9.
They're one of the teams that surprised me week 1.
Very surprising. They had a nice little win.
Danny Jones played well.
Yeah, I thought so. Number 8, we're about a little halfway through, more than halfway through. Number 8, I have the Colts. Jane.
I have the Texans.
Ooh, nice. Tone.
I have the Steelers here.
Nice. I am one behind you, Tone, on like the last 4 picks. Yes, number 7. Now we're gonna finish off solid. Number 7, I went with Pittsburgh. It kind of was hard to write that one. I'm struggling with it still. But Jameson.
Sure.
Yeah, I put Steelers as well, but after how the Bengals played, like I was really wanting to put the Bengals lower. I'll take Joe Burrow over Aaron Rodgers. That's kind of what went down for me. So I think it's the Bengals always start slow, so I'm just gonna put Steelers. Yeah.
Good point.
So I had Bengals here. Jameson, because I had Steelers the prior one. So I had the same,
So same.
I had
same
the same exact thought process. I'm like,
Exactly.
I can't put Burrow under.
You can't.
Rodgers.
You can't.
Yeah. No.
I mean, and I'll be honest with you, Cincinnati did look great, but our final 6, gentlemen, number 6, I did have the Bengals here at 6. Jane.
I had Bengals as well.
Nice.
Tone.
You guys are starting to match a little bit more than me. I had Texans here.
Oh, you had the Texans here.
I struggle with Texans. I don't know. Stroud's solid. I don't know if he has the supporting cast, but
I know.
I just
They're
couldn't.
interesting.
Bengals had a stinker of a game. Like they
I know.
should have destroyed the Browns.
I know.
And it was almost like a reverse. Like their offense struggled and their defense played okay. I don't know. It is week 1, so it's
The Browns held them to like 5 yards in the second half, and they still lost. It was
a weird game.
Very strange game. Very strange game.
I guess division things happen, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And Houston, Stroud didn't look very good. He didn't look very good at all. Struggled a lot. But Houston's got a nice defense. We'll see if they come around. So
I'm surprised.
final 5,
ones
gentlemen.
too.
Final 5. I'm gonna start with my 5th. And after having the Fact or Fiction, and I wasn't part of it, but I just as I was thinking about them, I actually have the Chargers at 5.
Okay.
I put them there. So I'll just stop at what I'm talking about. Jane, what do you think?
Yeah, mine would probably change if I'm doing like the whole season, but just kind of right now, I've got Broncos next.
You got the Broncos next. Nice.
I'm matching Jameson there. I have the Broncos as well at 5.
Solid.
This is where I start my little run of AFC West here in this.
I know. They're like you said, the AFC West is very, very strong. Like you said, Tone. I have 3 of them in my top 5.
Yeah,
Me too.
same.
So I actually put Kansas City at 4. Let me just kind of, I'm not going to go through a whole breakdown of it, but I didn't watch the whole game, but I did watch parts, and it looked it looked a little messy. I'm going to be honest with you, it looked messy. Mahomes had a few passes that I was like, oh wow, that should have been like not even happening. But I mean, that's Mahomes, he'll do that. But I really wasn't impressed with their running game. Defense didn't look great. They seemed out of sorts, so I'm putting them there. I know it's probably, yeah. Anyway, I will stop talking. James, what'd you have for 4?
I put Chargers. I think the Chargers beat the Chiefs. I know, but was it by 6 points? I thought the Chargers played really well, and the Chiefs played mid, and they had a couple injuries. So the fact that they only lost by 6 with that kind of style and stuff, I think they'll be just fine. I think they'll surpass the Chargers eventually. And I think if the Chargers were fully healthy, I maybe would bump it up for me, but I just am not ready to put them up there yet. Justin Herbert usually has lost to the Chiefs. This is one of the first times he hasn't.
Right.
So I'm not enough for me to put him ahead of them yet. So I got 4 Chargers.
Well, I think they also benefited from playing on a neutral field too.
True.
That was a weird
great point.
trip. I think they kind of benefited that way. But I have the Chargers as well. I wasn't quite ready to. It's that coin flip. I picked them for week 10, but until I see the Chiefs not win the division, it's hard for me not to put them above the Chargers. So I have Chargers at 4.
Our final 3, gentlemen. I didn't see all of this game, and I drafted this quarterback in one of my fantasies, and I'm not sure I'm fully on board with them, but I do have Denver at 3rd. They weren't looking great, I don't think, according to what I was just checking out, but Bo Nix is he's a nice little quarterback. We'll see what happens, but I do have Denver there just because of their defense. Tone, what do you think? What's your 3?
I have the Chiefs. Yeah,
nice.
So I went Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs in that order in their division.
Yep.
I know that with the Broncos game, it sounded like Bo Nix did not have a good game.
Right.
But it's kind of one of those teams where they're going to be led by their defense, right? So I could see that. They're well coached as well.
That's right.
Yep.
James.
I put Chiefs at 3.
Chiefs at 3.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, they, have beaten the Ravens in the past and stuff a lot, but I think Ravens are a little bit too talented and too good at this moment right now to not put the Chiefs higher. So I'll put Chiefs 3. Yeah.
Yep.
Chiefs are well coached. We know they usually come out of the gate. They're probably going to win this week. But they do have a tough schedule, and we know that it's never over. When you have Mahomes on that team. So I hear you on that one. I love in my list just putting Denver ahead of them just for the sake of doing it, because I really hope it comes to fruition. But
personal over there.
That's right. It's just getting a little personal in the power rankings. My last 2, I'll just say both of my last 2. I did go with Baltimore at 2 and then the Bills at 1. Not because this is a Bills Faithful podcast, but I do still believe that we have. It is very close, but I still believe that we have a better quarterback in Josh Allen, and I do believe we have a better offense. That those teams, I think I was telling James, we were just like, if we can get the 1 and let Baltimore and whoever fight each other off, and maybe we can just get rid of one of those, that would be amazing. But we'll just play it week by week. But yes, I do have the Ravens at 2, Bills at 1. James, give us your final 2.
I did the same. I did Ravens 2, Bills 1. If you would have had me made this list when they were up 40-25, yeah, I put Ravens at 1. I'm like, okay, we beat them in the playoffs last year, but right now they're the better team. But it kind of feels like we're like the Chiefs to them as like the Chiefs are to us.
That's weird, right?
Which is it's really weird. It's just things fall our way when we play them sometimes, and sometimes it feels like even from an outside perspective, you're like, oh, the Ravens totally outplayed them, but here comes Superman in the 4th quarter, and that's who I trust more in our team. So Bills 1. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, Jameson, we matched bottom 3 and top 5. So
wow.
I Bills as well.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah, I got to throw this note out there because we haven't talked about it yet. Sean McDermott, for however much he gets just filleted, he outcoached John Harbaugh in that game.
Agreed.
The plays before half and the clock management, now a lot of
Yes.
that's Josh, was superb.
Absolutely.
The fact that we got a field goal before half won us the game, if you
Yes.
think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, smart play at the end. You could say maybe something about them taking points off the board when we were given that extra point and then we went for 2. I like that he's playing the percentages there. I don't hate him for it. Keep going to the well. We're going to hit those 2-point conversions. It'll happen. I don't mind the fade to Keon. I think that is one of your best goal line plays. I think it's something they really played a lot in the preseason, right? Not the preseason, but in practice, training camp, etc. So I don't hate all that. But what I will say is, if the roles were reversed, okay, and Sean McDermott didn't go for on 4th and 3
Correct.
at his own 40 at the end of the game,
Yeah.
he would have been filleted. They would have been calling for his head, right?
Yes.
So he has been just, I think, incorrectly, really just lambasted by the media. But I'll tell you what, he's grown as a coach. And let's just remind people out there that Andy Reid lost 4 straight NFC championship games, or three straight and the Super Bowl he lost when he had McNabb and the Eagles team.
Oh,
It took him to get to Kansas City to win, right? So, I think Sean proved something, and I was really proud of him for that. I was really pumped about that.
And I don't know if you heard, but at the I think there was a practice this week, and I'm not sure if I got all my facts correct, but Sean ran him pretty hard, which got some of the guys to get into a little bit of scuffles, so people were a little agitated. But he was like, "We are not coming out like we just did in that last game." He was not happy, and I think it really showed to the players, like, no, this is not our standard. And I do like that about him, because I do feel like he's very passionate about winning, and I know he loves the city, and I know he wants to do everything for it. And I think he took it when the defense takes a hit. I think he takes it to heart, and I really I felt like he let them know today, whether it was today or whatever. But there was some guys going at it, because he was working them pretty good, and whether they were running or whatever. But see if you can check that out. But anyway, yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool stuff. So, guys, great podcast. Subscribe if you could, share it with your friends, and we will catch you next time as we discuss where the Bills will be at. We'll have another Fact or Fiction. Jameson's obviously stat of the day, and we'll see where we're at after the week 2. So, with that, go Bills.
Be good, do good. God bless. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.